This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs and welcome back to Python 3 series. Okay, so in the previous sessions, we have seen the concept of list and tuple. Today, I'm going to cover one more collection that is called Python set. What do you mean by set objects? And what do you mean by set collection? So let me create a file and let's create a Python file and let's see this is set concept. So set is very important in in Python. It's a collection of data types in Python, just like list and tuple. There are some differences. We will talk about it. But the major difference between list and set, tuple and set is list and tuple both are order based, but set is not order based. It does not store the value on the basis of indexing. Okay, so it is not an order collection of objects. So remember this thing whenever we are talking about set, not order based. Okay. Okay, so also it stores different types of data, obviously, just like list and tuple. And one important feature of set is it performs difference mathematical operations. Okay, it performs different mathematical operations ways. This is very, very important to know. So apart from that, it does not store duplicate elements. This is very important. In Java also we have set which does not store duplicate elements. Okay, and how to define? If you define a set, you need to use curly braces, right? Last time we have seen for tuple we have to use parenthesis. If you remember, for tuple we have to use parenthesis. We have to store the data like this. Okay, and for if you remember list concept, it will be stored within the square bracket, but set will be stored within the curly braces. So how to define it? So first, simple, you can write S1, let's see, is the set object is equal to in curly braces, and you can write any values. Let's see, I'm writing 100, comma, I'm writing Tom, comma, I'm writing some boolean, some double value, let's see 12.33. I'm writing some boolean value like this. So you can store different types of data, but within curly braces, you have to write it. Okay, guys, it does not store any duplicate. So let's see if I try to store duplicate over here. Let's see, I'm starting 1, 1, comma, 2, comma, 1, comma, 2, comma, 1, comma, 1, comma, 3, comma, 2, like this, right? Inside the set. And if you try to print it on the console, so let's see if I'm trying to print S2, and then if you run it and you see the output, it's saying only 1, 2, 3. So it will ignore, it will automatically remove the duplicate values. So this is a very good feature available in set. And if you try to print S1, so S1 is the normal set object. It will be printed on the console with all the values, but cannot store any duplicate values. If you try to store, let's see, one more Tom over here. Okay, it's not only for integers, it can be applicable for any data types. So if you run it, see, true 100 Tom 12.33 will be printed like this. One more thing, guys, if you notice one thing, true is getting printed first over here, although assignment is at fourth position. 0, 1, 2, and 3, third position, sorry, and 100 is getting printed after true. So as I told you, it does not store the value on the basis of indexing. It will print the values of the set objects randomly. Okay, it will just pick randomly and it will print it on the console randomly. Okay, but the moment you assign, so it will not take assign, it will not print on the basis of how exactly you assign the values. So just remember this thing always. Okay. Okay, so we have one set function also. This is called a set function. What is the purpose of set function? It's an inbuilt function. Set object can be constructed. Okay, you can create the set objects also with the help of set object. Okay, you can store string values, you can store list values, and the tuple values also you can store. So how exactly it will work? Let's see, s1 I'm writing, or let's see s3 is equal to, you just write set function, and inside bracket you, let's see, I'm writing Python, something like this, and you try to print s3. Okay, you try to print s3. So what will happen, this Python string will be converted into a set object and will be printed on the console. As I told you, it is not order based, randomly it will print the order. So all the characters are getting printed over here. It means all the characters will be stored inside the set object and it will be printed on the console in random order like this. So now you can see Python is getting printed like this. This is called, we are storing a string in a particular set function in the form of set object. Same thing you can store, let's see, I'm writing s4 is equal to, you can store a list. So how will you store a list over here? So list you have to store like this in a square bracket, and let's see, I'm writing 30 comma 40 comma let's see 20 comma 34, something like this. And if you try to print s4, what exactly it will do? So s4 will be printed on the console. So ultimately you are getting, okay, a set object from the given list. So this is the list because we have written within the square bracket, and we are getting the corresponding set object like this, 40 34 20 30, like this. And if you try to store, let's see, one more 20, a duplicate value over here, now what will happen? 20 will be ignored. So this is a very good feature available in Python, that you can convert your, you can just pass your okay, a list, and you will get the corresponding set with all, and it will remove all the duplicate values. Same thing, it can be applied on a tuple. Okay, it can be applied on a tuple also. So how we'll do it, let's see, s5 is equal to set, and inside the set function we just need to give a tuple. So let's see, I'm giving, okay, one, or let's see, 10 comma 20 comma 45 comma 43. So the corresponding tuple will be printed, okay, in the form of set. So you see 10 43 20 45. So ultimately what I'm saying is, with set function, it, okay, can be constructed out of any sequence, such as you have a string, you have list, and you have tuple. So this is a very good feature available in set. So remember, set is also object available in the form of collection data type, and set is also a function in Python, right? And order of the element is not necessary. Okay, necessarily it will print the way it is given at the time of assignment. So order of the element will be different. It's not like that, okay, you have given 10 20 30 40, or 10 20 45 43, and if you see, it's showing the random order printing over here. Okay, so don't be confused with this thing, it will generate the random order, right? Okay, one important concept is, if you, whenever you are creating an object, offset object, okay, so while, I would say like this, while creating a set object, you can store only, I'm not talking about set function, okay, you can store only different numbers, whatever the numbers you have integers, float, double, and everything. You can store strings, okay, and you can store tuple, that's it. Okay, in while creating the set object I'm talking about, right guys? So tuple is allowed, strings are allowed, and numbers are allowed. Dictionary objects as well as, okay, list objects are not allowed while creating the set object. So I would write list and dictionary. Dictionary we will talk about later. Are not allowed. But in set function we can pass. But in list, I mean, but when we create the set object, okay, this is not allowed. So Let's see. So let's see, I'm writing some set object set1 is equal to, I'm simple writing over here. Um, okay, so let's do one thing. I'm creating one tuple over here. So we know that, okay, tuple will be created with this particular bracket. So what I'm going to do, I'm assigning one tuple, let's say 10 comma 20. This is the first tuple value, and I'm giving some other value, let's say 30 and 40, like this. And if you try to print this set one, okay, so let's run it and let's see what happens. See, we are getting 40, then 30, and then 10 comma 20. So this 10 20 is available at the first index. I mean, not index, sorry, the second value, the 10 comma 20 is getting printed. So this is, we can pass a tuple also directly over here. But the moment you pass a list over here, let's say I'm passing set2 is equal to curly braces for, because we are creating a set object. And let's see, I'm passing something like this, 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40, and then you print set2, and then you see, if you run it, it will give you error, unhashable type list. It means list is not allowed, right? So unhashable type list, it will give you one type error over here. So this is not allowed, guys. So remember this thing always. When we create the set object, you can store numbers, you can store strings, as we have already seen that we are storing string with numbers, only numbers. You can store only strings also, tuple also you can store like this. But list and dictionary are not allowed over here. Got it? This is something very, very important to know. Okay, so only we see that, okay, tuple is what? Tuple is immutable. So only immutable objects, data types are allowed, okay, while creating the set. Got it? Perfect. Now let's see some very good thing. As I told you, set operations, some arithmetic operations. Set, as I told you, it performs different mathematical operation and arithmetic operation. So what are these operations are available? So it performs, okay, union, it perform intersection, it perform intersection difference, and perform symmetric difference also. And there are 4 or 5 methods, we will talk about it. 4 or 5 operations, we will talk about it. So my first operation is union. What do you mean by union? Okay, so union means combine. So what we need to do, let's see, I'm going to create one set object p1 is equal to, and I'm writing like this. Now see it carefully, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and I'm defining one more p2, one more set object is equal to 1 comma 2, or let's see, 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8, and then I'll do one thing, I'll print p1 union p2. What will happen? Right? So if you run it, it will combine both the things. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me comment this line, otherwise unnecessary it will give you error. And let's run it again. Now see, it is combining both the things together. So print p1 and p2, it means both the set objects will be union. So we are performing, it will merge both the elements. Okay, it will merge both the set objects p1 and p2. So this is the symbolic, this is called operator. This is called operator. If you want to use one method, so we have one method also. If you really want to print, you need to write simple p1 dot union with p2. Okay, p1 dot union p2, and if you run it, you will see 1 to 8. Once again, you can write p2 dot union p1 also. So you simple write p2 union p1, and you see same output. Means both the elements are getting concatenated, getting merged, right? So this is what we can do that. So this is about union. Now let's talk about intersection. So intersection is denoted by AND operator, and union is denoted by OR operator, like this over here. Okay, guys. So What do you mean by intersection? Intersection means the common properties of both the things.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, sorry about that. So now what do you mean by intersection? So let's see, intersection means I'll create one more P3 and let's see, I'll take P1 and P2 once again. I'll write, let's see, P3 and P4 like this. So intersection means if you perform, let's see, print P3 and intersected with P4. So if you run it, it will give you 4 and 5, only the common properties, only the common elements. So 4 and 5, 4 and 5, both are common. So it will give you intersection. Simple, very straightforward. And if you try to print P3 dot, one method is there, right? Intersection method is there. So P3 dot intersection with P4, and it will do the same thing. So it will also give you 4 and 5 like this. So you can apply P4 and P3 also, and you can say that okay, P4 dot intersection with P3. So both are same thing, right? So this is called intersection. So you can use intersection with AND operator, and you can use directly the method also. Okay. Now let's see, two more elements are there. Two more set objects are there. Let's see, P5 and P6. Now we will talk about the difference of two set results. Okay, the difference of two sets. Difference of sets. What do you mean by this? So difference of sets is referred by, okay, referred by simple division minus. So how to use it? So or you can use division means simple use either division, or you can use the difference method is there. So how to use it? This is also very interesting. Print P5 minus P6. P5 minus P6. So if you run it, what exactly it will do? It will give you 1, 2, 3. Difference means difference of two set results in a set containing elements only in the first set, but not in the second set. So you see, it will give you 1, 2, 3, which is not available in, okay, in second set, as well as 4, 5 is common, so it will ignore. So it will give you the difference of P5 minus P6. It means the difference which is available only in the first set, not in the second set, because we are applying P5 first. So we are applying like this, P5 minus P6. That's why. Got it? At the same time, if you see print P6 minus P5, it means 4, 5 will be ignored, 1, 2, 3 will be ignored. It will give you 6, 7, 8, or in the random order, 8, 6, 7, something like this. Got it? So 6, 7, 8, it will give you instead of 1, 2, 3. We can say 1, 2, 3 also can be considered because this is also difference, but we are applying P6 minus P5. It means only only the difference which are available in the P6. Got it? So this is what you can do it. And if you really want to use print difference method, so you can simply say that P5 dot difference with P6 like this. So it will give you same 1, 2, 3. And if you try to print P6 difference with P5, and then if you run it, it will give you 8, 6, 7 once again. So this is just equivalent to P6 minus P5, right? So remember these small things, guys. Okay. And one more thing in arithmetic operation, symmetric difference. What do you mean by symmetric difference? So symmetric difference, we have one method, symmetric underscore difference, as well as it is denoted by this also. Okay. So what exactly it say? A difference of both the sets excluding the common elements. So you can exclude the common elements. XOR function, you can use it. So let's see, I'm simple saying P7. Okay, let me write this collection once again. And let's see, this time I'm having P7 and P8. right? P7 and P8. And now if you see print P7 or P8, what exactly it will print? So P7 and P8, it will give you 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. It will combine both the things together, but it will remove the duplicate, or it will remove the common elements. It will remove the 4, 5 and 4, 5 from here and will combine it together. Got it? So this is something very interesting. This is just a reverse of opposite of intersection. Okay. And so intersection is just what exactly it is doing. Intersection is, if you see the intersection method, it will give you the common element. But here it will remove the common element and it will combine it together. Right? And you can simple right click like this also. P7 dot symmetric difference. Okay, not update, sorry. Let me check once again. Symmetric difference, not symmetric difference update, symmetric difference with P8 like this, and then you will see you are getting same thing 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. You can apply, and you can apply P8 dot symmetric difference with P7. So this is the method is available in Python. You can use it. Okay, so these are the different arithmetic methods and options are available over here. Now let's see some set inbuilt methods. There are some inbuilt methods also available. So we will talk about first method is add method. So how to use add method? So to use as add method, let's see I'm writing s1 is equal to let's see I'm simply writing something like this, Java, Python, and let's see C++. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do s1 dot add method is there, and I'm going to add, let's see, Perl. Perl is also a language, and then if you try to print s1, then what will happen? Let's see. So Perl will be added. So Perl, C++, Java, Python. So Perl will be added. Got it? So now Perl is coming at third location. Okay. Now Perl is coming at first location. Perl is coming now last location because order is random, but it will be added in your current set object like this. So this is also you can use it. Okay. We have one more that is called update. So the second function is called update function. So what do you mean by update? So let's see, I have the same as, I'll create one more, let's see, S2. And with S2, what I'm going to do, S2 dot update method is there. S2 dot update. And what I'm going to update, let's see, okay, you can write it like this over here. And let's see, I'm adding C language, comma, VBA. Okay, VBA script. And then you try to print S2. So you can add multiple items in the form of list or tuple also you can add it. So you can say Python, C++, Java, VBA, and C. So you can see that, okay, this is a list I have added over here, right? So it will be updated like this. And it will take separate, it will just remove the list curly braces from here. It will not store as a list. It will take the elements from the list and then it will be stored. Okay guys, remember, because we have already seen that, okay, list and dictionary objects are not allowed. So I'm not adding the list and dictionary objects over here. I'm not adding list over here. I'm just adding the list elements over there. So it will pick the list elements from this particular list and it will be added over here. Got it? Like this. Same thing, let's see. I say s2 dot update and I try to add one tuple. So if you try to add one tuple, let's see, tuple will be stored, okay, like this. And tuple, let's see, I have Ruby and JavaScript. Ruby and JavaScript, right? And then you try to print s2 once again. And then let's see. So now Ruby, VB, okay, Ruby and JavaScript also got added. So first we added C and VBA. from this particular list, and then we try to add Ruby in JavaScript from this particular tuple, and then finally it is getting added over here. Only the elements, not as a tuple, not as a list. You remember this thing, guys? Okay, perfect. Now third one is clear method. So if you remove all the contents, if you really want to remove all the contents of set object, and it will give you an empty set. So let's see, I simply say uh, uh, print s2 dot clear. Okay, so print s2 dot clear. Let's see, it's saying none, right? It's saying none over here. And or I'll do one thing, s2 dot clear, I'll perform, and then I'll print s2. Okay, and then we'll give you blank set like this. It will give you blank set. And if you try to print s2 dot clear, it will give you none. Okay, so it will give you an empty set. So this is the empty set, it will give you like this. Fine. The fourth one is, one more method is there, the copy method. What do you mean by copy? It creates a copy of the set object, a duplicate copy of the set object. So let's see, I'll create one language is equal to this, and what I'm going to do, lang dot copy, simple, and then you print lang. Okay, so it will create one more copy like this, Java, Python, C++. So lang dot copy like this, or I'll do one thing. Let's see, I'll create lang1 is equal to this, and sorry, like this I'll print. This is better, right? Earlier we were printing only lang, so I'm storing lang dot copy, store in one more lang set object, and then it will generate like this, one more set object like this, just duplicate copy of this, right? Perfect. Now we have one more method that is called discard method. What do you mean by discard? Discard method is, it returns set after removing an element from it. Okay, and if the element is not present, it will not do anything. It means just remove. Discard means remove. So let's see, I'll create one lang over here, and from the lang, I'll simply say lang dot discard C++. Okay, and then you try to print lang once again. Okay, so Python and Java. So C++ got removed. Fine, so C++ will be removed. And if you try to, let's see, discard, let's see, Naveen, and then you print lang once again, because Naveen is not there, so nothing will happen. It will remain same, Python and Java, right? So it will not give you any error. So no changes are done if the elements are not present. So this is called discard. Fine, cool. And then we have one more we will talk about, the last one, that is called remove method. What do you mean by remove? It returns a set after removing an element from it. Okay, so we will see the difference between remove and discard. Remove means it will do the same thing, it will remove the element, but if the element is not present and if still you're trying to remove, it will give you error. Okay, so let's see, I have I'll create one student set. Okay, the student set is equal to, I'm simple writing, let's see, Naveen, comma Tom, comma Steve, comma Peter, right? And what I'll do, from the student dot remove method is there, and I want to remove Tom, and then you print your student once again, and then you run it. So Tom will be removed, Steve, Peter, and Naveen is there. But if you try to remove student dot remove, okay, so let's see, I'm removing Simon, and then you try to print student, Simon is not there, and then you see it's giving error. right? It is giving you error, key error, Simon, like this, because Simon is not there, then you cannot remove. So this is the basic difference between discard and remove. Discard will not give you any error, but remove, it will remove if element is present. If element is not present, it will not going to, it is not going to be discarded. It will simply say that, okay, yes, key is not available. It will give you error, right, guys? So this is a very interesting topic with respect to set. Okay, different methods are there. You please practice. It will really help you when you design any Python based system or framework or automation or whatever. You can use this data structure. I mean, you can use this collection data structure over there. Perfect. So that's all for this particular video, guys. I hope you are liking my Python series, and a lot of new things I'll be including in Python as well in upcoming videos. So please keep watching Naveen Automation Labs and keep watching this Python 3 series, and please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, you can write down your questions in the comment section. Thank you so much, and thanks for watching once again.